Thank you, Jane. Good morning. The testimonials that you've listened to during the past few weeks have been messages from the heart, as you hear from Pat this morning as well. These are stories that provide a glimpse into the beliefs, values, and memorable experiences that make the First Religious Society what it is, a place where we can be ourselves, to wonder, to learn, and to grow together. I'd like to begin my story with what brought me to Unitarian Universalism before talking about some of the connections and experiences that I've valued here during my time at FRS. But first, how I became a UU. Well, more than 25 years ago, when our kids, Ben and Erica, were very young, I wanted to join a church where they would have a spiritual upbringing, like what I had growing up in the Congregational Church in my hometown. My husband Lee and I attended membership classes at the local community church, and we had enjoyed the thought-provoking sermons and music during Sunday services and thought that church would be a good place to bring up our kids. Well, that was until the last session when the minister looked us straight in the eye while holding a Bible and said, "This is what we believe, and you are welcome only to join our church if you also believe the word of the Bible." Well, that put the kibosh on our joining. Even though I thought I could secretly believe whatever I wanted, neither of us could in good conscience conform to the dogma that was endorsed by that congregation. We sought a faith community that would accept us as we were, one that welcomed questions and learning together. So fast forward a year or so later, when a good friend invited us to a church service at the First Universalist Society in Franklin, Massachusetts, we found that this UU faith was right for us. We made lifelong friends at that congregation, and there I found the religious freedom to develop my own credo, which continues to be the basis of my faith today. Well, in 2015, we moved to Salem to shorten my commute to a new job in Charlestown. I began church shopping close to Salem, but each UU congregation that I visited was either too Christian, not very welcoming, too small, more focused on political action than spiritual growth, or just not the right fit. The same friend who brought me to the UU Church in Franklin suggested that I visit FRS, as Reverend Rebecca had just begun her ministry there. So during my first visit, I was deeply touched by the love, the energy, and the words that Reverend Rebecca shared. It was an automatic, yes, this is the congregation that I've been searching for, even if it does take me 37 minutes on Sunday mornings to get here for service. I shed tears of gratitude that morning, knowing that this place would be my new spiritual home. Susan Thorne, who I don't see here today, was sitting behind me, and she noticed my tears and welcomed me when the service was over. I can't tell you how appreciated a warm welcome is to those who are entering the sanctuary for the first time. So fast forward 5.5 years, we've survived a pandemic, in part by establishing new ways to be together in person or on Zoom. I am proud that the work of our social action and community groups attests to our values, mission, and ends. I enjoy fostering new friendships with people who have similar values, dreams, and aspirations for learning together in building a beloved community. I love our connections to other faith traditions, the sound of the mindfulness bell at the beginning of each service, the joy of poetry, and the sharing of joys and concerns. The learning opportunities that I've had through Seeing White, Living the Pledge, the Eighth Principle Initiative, have deepened my understanding of the impact of systemic racism and have increased my awareness of my own implicit biases and unintended microaggressions. Through this work, I've begun to better connect my spiritual beliefs with actions to address issues related to diversity and social justice. So I want to end by thanking you all for your talents and treasures that you bring to FRS community. I thank you for your thoughtful and intentional engagement in work that matters. I thank you for entering into brave spaces to question ingrained behaviors and actions as you explore what spiritual wholeness and beloved community mean to you. And I look forward to the years ahead as we continue to grow and create new memories together. Thank you for listening.